Okay, so we wanted to show you a spreadsheet that we use to organize ourselves, and this kind of continues our conversation about the different degrees that we offer in Francis Worldwide for ECE. So along the bottom, you can see the different tabs that show us our students in each program. So here are our BA students. Here are our associate's degree students. We have our post-bac students and our Bachelor of Science students. So this document is kind of a catch-all for everything for us. We will be sharing a link with you for this so you can view it. It's helpful for you with field experience and just knowing a little bit more about your students and what program they're in. So you will have a view-only link shared with you soon. In talking about clearances, we want to show you that also on this spreadsheet, there is a clearance tab. So you can look and see, Sherry has done so much work on this, so has Carly and some of our student workers, collecting clearances, and it kind of outlines who's cleared, who's not cleared, and also students that need updates soon. Clearances are good for 3 years. A lot of them have them from their place of employment. So we're working on getting them updated. They are not permitted to do field without their clearances. All school districts require them. Some are more picky than others and want them within 1 year. So there are some fine lines, and we need to do what they ask of us. So we wanted to just show you where you could look and see if your students have their clearances or not. There is also a clearance packet, and that is in the Francis Worldwide shared folder as well under clearance information. There's a checklist in the packet that is there that you can share with students if they need to know what clearances they need. You can also refer them to us, and we are more than happy to help them with their clearances.
Share with you one of the projects that I have taken on here in Francis Worldwide is creating a new paradigm. Basically, it's the same courses, but I've set this up in a way that is helpful for students as well as myself for advising these students as they transition from new students through their programs. As you can see on one of these forms, I have set it up in a way that the courses are broken out by semester. We have the fall semester, the spring, and summer. And within each one of those blocks, we have indicated which module that course will be offered. So this is a good way for students to kind of keep track of where they are in their program. Under the status column, this is the column that I use as their advisor to indicate any transfer credits that they've brought in. So I would put, for instance, by the Foundation of Education, EDUC 101, I would put TR to show that that was a transfer in. And if the course has been completed, then I would put the grade in that box. So when I do advising with the students, I will send this to them and they can reference it to see where they are, what they need to schedule for the upcoming semester, because that is a pretty large task as we roll from one semester to the next. So this is kind of a reference for you if you kind of want to see when courses are offered, if you know what courses you are teaching, and you want to see where that falls. And then we also I have created this in conjunction with the paradigms. Basically, this master schedule lists all of the education courses. We have listed instructors that are teaching that, and the columns indicate which semester that course will be offered at a minimum. So we've got courses that run for a full term. For instance, the methods courses are 6 credits. They run for the whole term. So those are checked off in that column. If it's a module 1, module 2, and so forth. So this is also a good reference for you to see when courses that you teach will be offered. Again, this is at a minimum. There are times that we may need to offer a course in an extra semester, or maybe even if one fills up in Module 1, we may offer it again in Module 2. And of course, we will reach out to you as the faculty member to see if you are interested in teaching another session of that. So in a nutshell, basically, that is what our paradigms look like and how the schedule of classes will run for the early childhood courses.
Let's finish up with engaging online learners. We all know that teaching online can be difficult. Our students are very used to reading and regurgitating information, which is not best practice. I encourage you to include as many videos as you can. Try some collaborative work using Google. I love using Google. I have students work on a Google Doc together. I've had students work on creating a presentation using Google Slides. What's nice from an instructor standpoint is that you can see who's edited what and when, so you can kind of see who's added stuff and who's not really working. So it helps when grading. This also helps them make more connections to each other. We all know that we can learn from our peers. It's also so important in kind of engaging them into this world where they're not alone in learning online, because that can be difficult. I've also had my students do some peer demos like we would do face-to-face. They video themselves teaching, and this is kind of hilarious sometimes because some of them are teaching no one. I had a student at one point have her mom, her husband, and her sister act as her students, so that was pretty fun to see her acting too, and I think her dad was videoing, so she involved her family. So these are just some ideas. I would love to hear your ideas on engaging online learners. These are things that we need to share. So any questions that you have, any concerns that you have, please reply all to some of these emails that we send to the group. It's important for us to collaborate as well as our students collaborating.
This slide here, we have included an inclusive list of faculty members or staff here in Francis Worldwide and some email contacts. Again, as I had stated about the syllabus, your syllabus will be submitted to Mrs. Quist, and we have referenced Teresa Wilson, so her contact is there as well. We do use the Francis Worldwide email, and I have told the students numerous times that when they are submitting their clearances or any other forms to us, that they can submit through the Francis Worldwide email. We have student work studies that are accessing this information, and then they process it through our spreadsheet. So again, these are just some quick contacts for us here in the Francis Worldwide department that will be helpful for you. And Cassie and I would both like to thank you very much for everything that you do here for us here in Francis Worldwide and everything that you do for our students.
So please reach out with any questions, concerns, or feedback you have for us. We have a growing program and we're going to need your help. So please provide feedback and share your ideas. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.